For 8 brutal years, Julius Caesar had carved his name into history through the Gallic Wars, conquering all of Gaul, modern-day France. But when his victories made him too powerful, the Roman Senate demanded he surrender his army and return to Rome as a citizen. Caesar refused. In 49 BC, he made a decision that would echo for eternity. He crossed the Rubicon River with his army, igniting civil war. Victory came swiftly, and Caesar emerged as Rome's undisputed ruler. By early 44 BC, he held the title Dictator Perpetuo, dictator for life. But the Senate watched with unease. In a series of provocations between 45 and 44 BC, Caesar's arrogance grew. He refused to rise to honor senators. A crown, symbol of monarchy, was placed on his statue. When tribunes tried to remove it, he had them stripped of office and expelled. The message was clear. The Republic was fading. On the night of February 22, 44 BC, Gaius Cassius Longinus and Marcus Junius Brutus, 2 respected senators, plotted in secret. They would kill Caesar, not as murderers, but as saviors of Rome. They gathered like-minded men, senators in their prime, patriots cloaked in silence. Over 60 conspirators joined. Even friends of Caesar, like Decimus Brutus, turned against him. They chose March 15th, the Ides of March, for the deed. The Senate would meet at the theater of Pompey. Caesar would be unguarded. The stage was set. That morning, Caesar's wife Calpurnia pleaded with him not to go, haunted by nightmares of his death. He hesitated. But Decimus Brutus, betraying him with a smile, persuaded him otherwise.
Will Caesar fear a woman's dream?
Outside the Senate, Caesar passed the seer Spurinna, who had warned him, "Beware the Ides of March."
The Ides have come.
Aye, but not gone.
Inside, Lucius Tillius Cimber approached with a plea. As Caesar waved him away, Cimber grabbed his toga. Suddenly, Publius Casca struck, the first cut. Chaos erupted. Blow after blow rained down. Cassius slashed his face, Decimus stabbed his thigh. In total, Caesar was struck 23 times. He collapsed at the base of Pompey's statue, bleeding onto the marble. Some say his final words were to Brutus, "You too, child?" Rome fell silent. The conspirators called out, "We are free!" But no cheers came. The people did not see liberators, they saw traitors. Caesar's blood had barely dried when Mark Antony seized the moment. He delivered a fiery funeral speech, unveiling a wax figure showing every wound. The crowd rioted. They burned the Senate House. The Republic, already dying, now bled openly. In Caesar's will, a surprise. His heir was not Antony, but a quiet 18-year-old named Gaius Octavian. Antony laughed, but Octavian, young and calculating, rallied Caesar's veterans and claimed his name, Caesar's son. Antony and Octavian became uneasy allies. Together with Lepidus, they formed the Second Triumvirate, a legal dictatorship. They crushed Brutus and Cassius at Philippi. The Republic's last defenders fell. But peace did not last. Antony drifted toward Cleopatra. Octavian remained in Rome, consolidating power. The final clash came at Actium, a naval battle that saw Antony and Cleopatra defeated. They died by suicide in Alexandria. In 27 BC, Octavian was crowned not as a king, but as Augustus, Rome's first emperor. The Republic was gone. From Caesar's shattered legacy rose an empire ruled by one. The knife had struck Caesar, but it was Rome that bled.